I am on day 15 using your method. I am completely off all medications. I have absolutely no negative side effects. My liver functions are normal. My blood sugar is normal. My energy is higher than it has been in years, and I feel great. This program has changed my life.
Warning, this video reveals a shocking truth about an instant drugless diabetes cure.
Dear friend, are you sick and tired of constantly worrying about all the long-term diabetes complications? Sticking your fingers with needles and testing your blood sugar? Facing an 80% risk of dying from heart disease or stroke? Feeling guilty about food and your weight? Being concerned with not being able to lose weight, which the medicine seems to put on and keep on? Being overwhelmed by the daily care and vigilance the disease requires? And dealing with the side effects of your medications? If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, while you suffer from this entirely curable condition, then this will be the most important video you'll ever watch. I want to tell you about a breakthrough scientific discovery about diabetes. If you watch it, I promise you'll be immensely rewarded. There's new research out for people with diabetes. Thousands of people like you have effectively reversed their condition permanently and without drugs. And while modern medicine is failing miserably, this new approach is achieving 100% success in getting patients completely off diabetes meds and related drugs and back to a healthy, normal life. This is the first scientifically proven system for reversing type 2 diabetes and prediabetes while showing people with type 1 how to dramatically reduce or even eliminate their insulin dose. Within days of following this simple program, you'll start regulating your blood sugar and feeling more energy than you've had in years. In a few weeks, you'll start seeing an enormous difference in how you look and feel. And you'll be shocked and surprised when you go in for your medical checkup. And after just a few short months, you can even be liberated from your disease altogether and astonish your doctor with a complete recovery from diabetes. And chances are you won't hear or read about this system anywhere else because it isn't in the interest of pharmaceutical companies or medical professionals to inform you. I'll explain to you why in just a few seconds. How is that possible, you ask? I thought diabetes couldn't be cured. You're right, at least partially. With traditional medicine, diabetes can never be cured. Traditional medicine fights diabetes through drugs that treat the symptoms of the disease, but never deals with the root cause of the problem. In fact, doctors acknowledge they have no idea what causes diabetes. They don't know how to cure it. But here's a prescription for some drugs anyway. Sound familiar? Does that make sense to you? Why would you take drugs if doctors don't know what diabetes is, what caused it, or how to cure it? Yet people do just that for every physical condition, such as cancer, multiple sclerosis, cholesterol, arthritis, heart disease, and diabetes. In the West, we have a high incidence of these diseases that practically don't exist in undeveloped parts of the world. This has been known for a long time, and for years, top leading microbiologists and medical scientists have searched for an answer. Well, they finally discovered the answer, and you're about to hear it. The body is designed to heal itself, provided it has what it needs to do its job. You've probably heard the old adage, we are what we eat. This statement seems to be closer to the truth when it comes to diabetics than many people would imagine. How can our diet have such a big impact on our body? I'll explain with a metaphor. Picture your body as a machine that was designed to function on all natural organic fuel. For 2 million years, this machine has been using fuel, such as water, seeds, nuts, grasses, herbs, roots, fruits, vegetables, and cereals. That's the fuel it's used to. Moreover, that's the fuel its entire system is based upon. It was made from that stuff. Then suddenly, after 2 million years, the car switches over to, for the last 100 years, a new modern mixture of sugar, sweets, biscuits, crisps, chocolate, coffee, Coca-Cola, fats and oils, cigarettes, alcohol, vinegar, pharmaceutical drugs, chemicals, pesticides, and preservatives, loads of them, etc. What do you think would happen to this machine? That's right, it breaks down. If you keep pouring in fuels that your body can't process properly, then eventually your motor starts experiencing serious difficulties. Some people develop tumors. Other people have cholesterol levels that are through the roof. For you, your diet and lifestyle is causing you to damage one very specific organ called the pancreas. That happens to be responsible for producing and releasing insulin. This organ has become so severely damaged by your diet that it eventually produced less and less insulin until you were diagnosed with diabetes. Let's look at what happens in our bodies. The pancreas is a vital organ in our body near the stomach. Its main job is to produce the hormone insulin. Carbohydrates stimulate the secretion of insulin more than any other component of food. Fast absorption carbohydrates, and there are also slow absorption carbohydrates in our food, mean that the pancreas has to work hard and thus produces more insulin. If the pancreas is overstimulated over a long period of time, it may become exhausted. Your pancreas can also become compromised if it's overwhelmed by acids. Acids not only from fast absorption carbohydrates we consume, but also from sugars, excess fats, high acid forming foods, and uric acid, as they keep going from the stomach directly to the pancreas. What scientists have now discovered is that the root cause of diabetes is your pancreas becoming damaged by acids. Sugars, carbohydrates, excess fats, uric acid, and many natural foods loaded with MSG, GMOs, and high fructose corn syrups. All very common in our modern diets. Most of the foods in our modern diet are full of pancreas-destroying acids, carbohydrates, sugars, and fats. Here's what leading scientist Dr. Robert O. Young has to say about the root cause of diabetes. Beta cells surrounded by acids do not or cannot produce sufficient insulin. Acids destroy insulin receptor sites on the cellular membrane, so body cells cannot properly use the hormone. If alkalinity is not soon restored, disease including diabetes takes hold. But without acidosis, there can be no sickness or disease. There can be no diabetes. Dr. Robert O. Young, microbiologist and scientist. Dr. Young is an American microbiologist and nutrition scientist and known as one of the top research scientists in the world. His findings are currently sending shockwaves throughout the scientific community. Dr. Young discovered that the cells that produce insulin are being heavily damaged by acids, and more importantly, can be restored with appropriate diet and lifestyle modifications. Now here's what's exciting. As soon as these acids stop overflowing your pancreas, it gets a rest from constantly trying to absorb and neutralize them. Once you cleanse the pancreas from the overflow of acids, it starts to regenerate itself. It starts to recover, and gradually, it starts to rebuild the beta cells to their only natural function, the production of insulin. Once you focus on the root cause of your diabetes, you instantly start seeing diabetes from a different perspective. Instead of medication and fighting the symptoms, you start thinking about health and treating the cause. Something to think about. While prescriptive medications can help you artificially control your blood sugar, treat the symptoms, they do nothing to get at the root cause of the disease. Once your pancreas does not have to neutralize and protect you from the bad acids, it can get back to doing the job it is meant to do. As your pancreas starts working again, you start to produce insulin. And here's a proof. In well-publicized research by UCLA School of Medicine, type 2 patients completely reversed their diabetes in just 3 weeks with a few simple changes in their diet and physical activity. And this occurred without any weight loss. According to the lead researcher, Dr. Christian K. Roberts, this study shows, contrary to common belief, that type 2 diabetes can be reversed. In 2011, British researchers, led by Professor Roy Taylor of Newcastle University, announced that they'd found a cure for type 2 diabetes. Specifically, they discovered that type 2 diabetes can be completely reversed by diet alone. As a matter of fact, after 1 week, blood sugar normalized. By 4 weeks, normal insulin production returned. After that, participants ate normally. Medical literature is chock full of studies proving the superiority of diet and lifestyle strategies over drug therapy. So why isn't your doctor telling you about this? The $264 billion diabetes industry stands to lose a fortune if the world's 300 million diabetics discovered the truth. That's why drug companies spend $16 billion annually to directly influence doctors. Most often, these salespeople are the physician's main source of new diabetes information. As a doctor who has treated diabetes for nearly 30 years, I can tell you with certainty that the standard medical protocols and management of this illness are not only inappropriate, they're absurd. Dr. Daniel Nukovich, MD, Director of Jupiter Gardens Medical Center. So here's just a few things you will learn about how to get back into health and stimulate your body to restore your pancreas and produce more insulin. Those not so innocent yet everyday toxins that are currently attacking your body and severely damaging your pancreas. They poison insulin producing beta cells, making type 2 diabetes worse, while hastening the onset of type 1. You will learn the best way for detoxifying your body to get these nasty chemicals out of your body. Why diabetes drugs not only don't work, they actually make the patient worse. Keep watching, and I'll show you the medical proof. Which food industries use advertising to encourage doctors to tell you that their food is good for you? The single most effective fruits and vegetables in cleaning up excess acidic waste, and how to cleanse your pancreas completely from systemic acidosis. Why what your doctor has told you is wrong, and why many medications actually increase the side effects and complications of diabetes. A simple combination of diet and lifestyle changes that will stabilize your blood sugar and keep it at a healthy level. How to naturally reduce your cravings for toxic foods. How to turbo boost your immune system and never have to worry about any illness ever again. How to apply the latest scientific breakthroughs into practical steps to bring your blood sugar levels back to the levels of a non-diabetic within just a few weeks and restore optimum health. Why treating the symptoms of disease is like using an umbrella inside your house instead of fixing the roof. A scientific discovery that jumpstarts your body to do its natural work, which is to heal itself and restore your pancreatic function, producing insulin. As your pancreas restores, your blood sugar levels will drop, even though you're injecting the same amount of insulin. Note, this is when you can gradually start to lower the units of insulin you take every day. They're your first steps to freedom from diabetes medication and insulin shots. And while you keep supporting your body in this way, it will eventually recover completely, giving you back your health and freedom from a life of taking drugs and only getting sicker. You won't believe what a difference this makes in your life. We love getting letters from people who've struggled with diabetes for years and are now charged with unstoppable energy and an enormous sense of freedom and liberation. Their doctors were shocked and at a complete loss for words at their recovery. Here's just a few of the comments received from former diabetes patients. On April 22, 2011, Sarah Vainan Cannon, 55 years old from Brisbane, Australia, was diagnosed as a diabetes patient and put on medication. A few months later, she found this program, and after following it for about 3 weeks, she did another medical checkup and was amazed by the lab results. The blood sugar was now perfectly normal as a healthy person. The doctor told her that she is no longer diabetic and can stop all the medications. Ben C. Rogers, 63 years old from Lakewood, California, has been suffering from type 2 diabetes for years. 30 days after following this program, he reported the following results. Blood glucose dropped from 312 to 120. Blood pressure lowered 10 points on the top and the bottom. Cholesterol dropped 16 points. Jay Williams, 39 years old from Ontario, Canada, within a month of following the program, managed to reduce his doses of medication between 50 and 80%. The blood sugar levels that used to be high 200s and 300s, now in the low 100s and below 100. As a bonus, he lost 18 pounds. Wouldn't it be great to get rid of diabetes like this? Wouldn't it feel wonderful to finally get off your diabetes drugs and return to a normal life again? I assure you that you can, and starting today. Keep watching to discover how in just a few seconds. Remember, you only get one body in this life. Taking care of our health is not a luxury, but an absolute necessity if we don't want to be held hostage by pharmaceutical drugs, blood checkups, and hospitalization. Introducing the #1 rated guide of its type, Reverse Diabetes Today. The most effective, easy, successful way to beat this deadly disease without drugs. A scientific, clinically proven system that completely reverses diabetes in less than 3 weeks. It's a powerful tool that enables anyone, young or old, the ability to effectively beat diabetes at the cellular level instead of at the symptom level. It's easy to understand and simple to follow, and it's founded upon hard science and clinically proven principles. Here's just a few things you'll learn. Supercharge your recovery with 3 ingredients that will instantly cleanse your body from acids and toxins. These little-known ingredients are the fastest way possible to drastically slash your blood sugar levels in weeks, not months. Discover the 5 critical ingredients for a healthy body at all times. 99% of people don't get enough of at least 3 of them. And it's seriously damaging to the way your body removes wastes, boosts your immune system, and produces insulin. Uncover the miracle ingredient that will support and rapidly fire your pancreas into healing itself. And one space-age Nobel Prize-winning ingredient that hardly anyone knows about. Yet a small group of leading scientists and doctors can't stop raving about it because of its immune system boost and health benefits for hormones like insulin. Basically, these ingredients are what you need to get back into good health the easiest and fastest way humanly possible. In our control studies we've done, 83% of those who were type 1 diabetics were able to eliminate their insulin injections completely. Dr. Robert O. Young. This report will make your blood boil once you've learned the slimy tactics that the entire drug industry uses, including strategies like bribing your doctors just to exploit you financially and keep you powerless. In contrast, the health information shared here puts you in the driver's seat. It's all about giving you back the power to heal yourself. It's about reversing diabetes, a monstrous epidemic that shouldn't even exist, and giving you the control, the information, and the means to take charge of your own health and kick diabetes out of your life forever. It's about showing you the laws of nature and how your own body and mind are designed to achieve and maintain a state of perfect health. This educational aspect of the Reverse Diabetes Today is the secret of its amazing success. Think about this. Treating diabetes is now a $264 billion per year business. Unfortunately, far too often profits are being put before the patients. Can we honestly expect all those who make money from diabetes to always have our best interest at heart? After all, if diabetes were cured, they would quickly stop earning their billions in profits. In fact, there's a saying in the drug industry: cures kill profits. Diabetes is a primary, if not the primary, economic support for a medical community whose policy-level management has absolutely no interest in curing it. Drug companies are intent on keeping the consumer on drugs for the simple requirement of profit. Dr. Drummond Rennie, Journal of the American Medical Association. The ADA's advice to diabetics is that they can keep on eating all the ice cream, sweets, and soft drinks they want, as long as they control their blood sugar with pharmaceuticals. It's medically absurd. The organization is so outdated that it still won't admit diabetes is curable, even as credible studies published in peer-reviewed medical journals prove that it is. Mike Adams, consumer advocate. With millions, even billions of dollars of profits at stake, it's absolutely no wonder that Big Pharma desperately hopes you and millions of other diabetics never find out about this breakthrough diabetes research. You see, Big Pharma's main concerns are amassing and maintaining wealth and power. The public's health is far from its main concern. There's a love affair between drug companies and the so-called lifestyle drugs, the ones you must take for the rest of your life for problems like heart disease, diabetes, heartburn, or arthritis. And why not? These drugs make Big Pharma mountains of money because people need to be on them continuously. Dr. Alan Inglis, MD, Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Unlike many other programs out there, telling you vague and often conflicting information about what you should eat to control diabetes, this program is proven on actual patients. And that's another secret of the remarkably high success rate of Reverse Diabetes Today. You can trust that these diabetes reversing strategies really work because they've helped real-life diabetes patients conquer their condition and get off their drugs for good. Controlling blood sugar levels and healing diabetes is automatic if you give your body what it needs and remove the bad habits that block your recovery. But how can you be sure if it's right for you? Easy. Let me send you the entire Reverse Diabetes Today program to inspect and try completely at my risk. Get Reverse Diabetes Today absolutely risk-free. Here's what I'm offering you today. I'm offering you a risk-free opportunity to try out this revolutionary approach to regulating your blood sugar. That's right. I'm going to take all the risk out of this transaction. I'm going to put myself on the line and guarantee that you absolutely will reverse your diabetes or you pay nothing at all. This guarantee lasts for an enormous 2 months in length. If for any reason, or no reason at all, you don't like the manual or this method hasn't worked for you, you get your money back. By following the Reverse Diabetes Today program, you must significantly improve your diabetes symptoms or completely reverse them, or I'll promptly refund you the full price with no hassles and no questions asked. So, now here's my question to you. How bad do your diabetes complications have to get before you're finally desperate enough to actually do something about it? The diabetes industry wants you to believe that changing your diet isn't really necessary if you just keep your blood sugar levels under control with drugs, and you'll be fine. This is the fast lane to deadly complications and premature death. But this deadly lie can cost you your life. Fact is, the longer you remain stuck in the diabetes trap of continually needing more and higher doses of medications, the more long-term havoc your diabetes complications will wreak on your heart, kidneys, pancreas, brain, and the rest of your body. Everything in Reverse Diabetes Today is grounded in solid clinical research. This program is currently the most advanced science-based system ever created to normalize blood sugar and reverse diabetes in less than 3 weeks. Nothing on the internet or even in bookstores can compare to what you're about to get your hands on. This is truly your best chance to defeating diabetes once and for all. Will you grab hold? Will you take control of your health and follow this simple, proven strategy to dominate diabetes and take back your life? Or will you keep doing what you've always done, worrying about all the long-term diabetes complications and settling for a shot or a pill until the day you die? As I've already shown you, drugs commonly prescribed in the treatment of diabetes are not attacking the disease at all. As discussed earlier, drugs are designed to treat the symptoms. And because these medications cause other health problems, side effects, your doctor ends up prescribing more drugs to control these new symptoms, which cause yet further side effects and render your original medications less effective. So your doctor doubles or quadruples your original dosages, and this vicious cycle just goes on and on. You're caught in the diabetes trap, and what awaits you is an implicit death sentence of heart disease, stroke, obesity, kidney failure, debilitating nerve damage or neuropathy, blindness, impotence, amputations, and many other grim diabetes complications, simply because the underlying cause of your diabetes was never addressed. So I ask you, if you sincerely want to get off your diabetes medications for good, stop taking those drugs for cholesterol, high blood pressure, kidney dysfunction, and other diabetes-related complications. Quit sticking your fingers and monitoring your blood sugar like a hawk. Be free from worries about the risk of developing coronary heart disease, stroke, and other ghastly diseases. Lose weight naturally without ever going on a diet. Avoid the insulin addiction trap before it's too late. Be free from dealing with all the negative side effects of harmful drugs, and put a stop to threats to your overall health. Imagine you can have a new future, a new body, a new mind, and a whole new you. You can have a life without prescription drugs, without insulin injections, and without those frustrating blood sugar tests. Act now. Use the form below to get instant access to the program and get started to regaining your life. Sincerely yours, Matt Traverso, Health and Consumer Advocate, author of Reverse Diabetes Today.